Hello, how are we all? I'm hoping this is working. I hope you can all hear me well. And Renata, it is time. Are you okay for me to remove the mask?
Yes.
Oh dear. Anyway, let us know if you can see us and you can hear us and everything is working mighty fine.
Hello.
We're sweating up a
I'm
storm in here.
still working.
I can't see. There's one person watching, whoever that is. Can you make a comment just so that we know it's working? Because I was having a few issues with StreamYard getting it to work. So I hope that it is actually working. 2 people. Thank you. Thank you. 4 people. Oh my God, unhandled exceptions occurred after if you click and continue that question will ignore this error. No, we don't want any more issues. Has somebody said the F word tonight? Oh. We've come into studio. Our phone is as dead as
Dead dingo's donger.
dead dingo's donger. The computer wasn't on, and now we're getting all these errors, which I'm worried if I say do anything that we're going to close everything down. Oh, hello everyone. Welcome. They're all coming on. They're all coming on. So, Renata, explain to them while I send this to Bonnie.
Hello,
what we're doing here.
What is going on tonight is we are recording live or streaming live from the studio at Newcastle Live Radio for our show Spooky Sundays. So we invite you to be here. Our mobile phone, the one that we normally get all of your beautiful messages on, is dead today. Absolutely, totally beyond dead. It's done. It's dusted. It needs to be thrown against the wall. So you guys will need to send your questions in here for our Q&A. Tell us how gorgeous and wonderful we are to stop us from...
Sorry, I'm still dealing with issues.
being traumatized because everything has broken down. And that's normal. And we're going live in about 2 minutes on the show. So you've got about 2 minutes before, everything kind of just goes... bananas.
Welcome back from holidays, Anne.
Jeez. It all went good while you were away. That's just what I want to say to you, Anne. You've just broken things.
I know it didn't. You had issues. You had issues last week. Don't you be blaming me. All right, we're just waiting to hear back from Bonnie to say what do we do now.
So enjoying this. This is how we spend Sunday night in trauma for you.
Oh no, don't quit that. Just press quit on the other one and ignore it. Okay, so I gather if I just click behind here somewhere, it went away. Yay!
All right, we need to start playing that music in about a minute's time, I think.
And it went away. So until we get our phone charged up, we're going to stay live on here. But if you want to listen live once we come off, you head over to Newcastle Live Radio on the computer or on the phone, isn't it, Roman? Renata? I've been with my husband for 2 weeks instead of Renata. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. All right, we've got 5 seconds. I think we need to play, don't we?
Yep, play. Right. So they can listen to this a little bit, can't they, on here? We can turn this up for them, can't we?
Yeah, this is just okay music. Oh, Sky, thank you. That's so kind of you, gorgeous one. That's right, you just keep knitting. Hi to Karen and the guy. Hello, the guy. Been a while since you've been able to finally catch us. You've started year 11. Wow. Good on you. I hope it all goes well for you. Just remember with those things, eat the elephant. That's all you need to worry about is eating the elephant. One mouthful at a time. Don't let it overwhelm you. See, us ghost grannies are full of fabulous information all the time. We can jump out of this when we think it's ready to go live.
No, just let it go. Just let it go. It'll only be another 10 seconds or something. That's fine.
35 seconds.
That's all right. It's okay.
So if you've got some questions at the moment, just write them in the comment section, and we go to our spooky chat around about 8:30, and we'll answer them. Then we'll write them down as we go. We've got a couple of ads, and then we'll go in live.
Can you star them or something so you can go back to them?
I can.
Questions?
Elevator music.
Newcastle Live Radio.
Hey, it's Bonnie with your Newcastle Live gig and event guide.
This is Bonnie who's been helping us when we're going.
February, Rattlesnake will be performing at the Hamilton Station Hotel with support from Butterknife and Ragdoll for their sleep-in /
Who calls their band Butterknife?
Reggie Sinclair will be at Adamstown Bowling
What
Club
sort of a
on
name is
Friday,
Butterknife?
24th of February from 2 p.m.
Hi everyone.
Merry
If
meet
you are-
Angela.
If you are new to this on a Sunday night, this is our Spooky Sundays radio show, and normally we just go live for the first 15 minutes, but today's going to be longer because our mobile phone connection is dead.
Good evening, spooksters.
Oh, that voice is back. That voice is back.
I know that Steve person tried to take over my place. He did too good a job.
Damn.
I know.
Damn.
I picked far too good a person to replace me for the 2 weeks. Damn it.
It nearly worked, Stephen. It nearly worked. I had to go over to her place this evening and collect her.
Yeah, you had the keys to the studio, so I couldn't get in without you, could I?
Yes.
We are having trauma here in the studio this evening. The fairies and the pixies are out in force. Let me tell you, they're running amok. We've had the mobile phone not charging, so we can't see your beautiful questions just yet. We're hoping the charger will finally kick in and get it working. And we've had the computer trying to do updates on it. How dare it do that sort of thing?
It's come up with all of these things that we dare not touch because this is not our stuff.
Yeah, we don't touch the other people's stuff.
We just normally press a button or two, and that's it. That's as technical as we get. And so, if anything comes up on the screen that is untoward, that's it. We're done. We're done. We fly into a panic, and we call Bonnie.
Bonnie, we're old ladies. We're the ghost grannies. We don't know how to work this thing. It sounds something like that.
It does. It's very close.
Yep.
We're a tad more hysterical, but never mind. Never mind, you're getting close.
Yeah, and poor old Renata.
What?
I've been back for 3 days.
Oh, yeah.
And my husband was not feeling well this morning and took a Makona test.
He took a cone.
That would have been an easier solution. But he took a Makona test, and it turns out that he does have Makona. So we don't say the other word because that means they take you off the air if you say the other word.
Because allegedly it's not happening anymore.
No.
No one's got
And
no
especially
one's got
on
it.
cruise ships. There is no Makona on cruise ships at all.
No.
Where I've been for the last 2 weeks.
It's only international roads.
There is a whole story about that.
Oh,
we
yeah.
may cover that later in
We
the show.
might.
But yes, so my husband is down with Verona, and I've been masking up just in case. But I'm showing.
Except for now.
Except for now. It's all right. You did that to me when you had it. So
that's right.
it's just I didn't get it from you though. But I'm clear. I've tested positive, negative.
Until tomorrow.
But I feel fine. I'm feeling okay.
Yeah, you said that the last time before you got it.
I've only ever had it once.
Yeah.
And you gave it to me.
Gosh.
Not that we're going to
Just
point the finger at anyone.
Drive the knife.
Don't point the bone at anyone,
No.
whatever you do.
No.
All right. Do you have a story for us this evening, Renata?
I do. I'm going to start off with a story, and we're going back to England, of course, the land of everything that's spooky and ghostly. I tell you what, Between England, Scotland, Wales, and America, it's very hard to find stories anywhere else. And goodness gracious me, if you can find an Australian ghost story during the week, you've hit gold. So look, out there, if anyone finds something spooky going on in Australia at any point in time and it reaches the newspapers, can you please send it to us?
Yes, please.
Please, because otherwise we are stuck with reading news of the week stories of ghostly activity anywhere else around the world, but not here, not in our own neighbourhood, which is just so sad.
But I do have a story tonight from an Australian newspaper about an issue with a ghostie. It is from the 1950s and courtesy of Sarah Chumachera, but it's there.
All right, so I'm going to be talking about a ghost that's been dubbed the woman in white, and she haunts a beauty spot, not on our face, but out in England, near Quantock Hills. And people around the area have had enough of her.
Oh,
So this is a story that was written in the Somerset Live newspaper. Stephen de Albiac wrote it. Sam Elliott Gibbs was the reporter. And it says a beauty spot is being plagued by a gobby ghost who has been telling people to F off. And
that's
the
rude.
residents are fed up.
I bet they are.
Absolutely fed up. Locals are growing tired of the rude ghoul. Oh, so bad.
The gobby girl. Oh.
Said to be a woman in white who apparently
Oh.
tells people to leave the area in no uncertain terms.
Why is it when you die you end up in a white dress?
I don't know. That must be the only thing in the wardrobes up there.
That's all they've got.
When you walk in, pick a
Kmart
white dress.
heaven is white dresses. Or hell.
The creepy resident reportedly swears at visitors to Dead Woman's Ditch. Yes, there's. You need to spat
I'm
under
drinking water and I thought you were just going to say something very different there.
Dead Woman's Ditch. That is a place. It is a spot of beauty on Somerset's
I'm
Quantock
sure it
Hills,
is.
and she's already been discussed on the local TV shows. So the spectre is said to haunt the spot near Overstowe. God, these beautiful names.
Oh, I'm loving it. Yeah, mate.
A site named after the historic murder of Jane Walford, who was killed by her husband John in 1789.
I love how we've got records going back that far of somebody being murdered.
That's correct.
And it's got to be that ghost from the 1700s. It couldn't be anything else.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Nobody else would have died in that area. But
I don't think so. It's so remote. Who wants to know? Who wants to
gobby
know?
ghost.
So sightings of the mouthy phantom have been on the rise.
Hang on. Oh, mouthy. We've had the gobby ghost and now we're on the mouthy phantom.
Yeah, and the rude ghoul.
And the rude girl. Oh, this person has got their thesaurus out and really gone for it.
Stephen, you've done a good job. Ghost hunting couple Christine and Dave Thomas launched an investigation into the paranormal being in 2020. Christine claims she was shouted at and told to F off by the nasty evil spirits. She says she and her husband Dave picked up on a voice before being rudely told to leave. The pair claimed to have had other encounters there with the ghost of a murderer from 1798. Now, Dave told Somerset Live, there is definitely something there. My wife has experienced it for a long time. There are two types of voices. There's the
make-believe
residual.
ones and the...
Stop it.
Okay.
This is an important story.
Okay.
There's the residual memories being replayed, which people pick up on without being able to communicate with. And they're getting very technical.
That would be a psychic ability when you pick up on residual information because it's not a direct conversation with an entity. Am I correct?
Yes.
Look at me, I've learned something.
Unneeded, but yes, you're correct.
If you just appreciated that piece of information I've dropped into your download safe container, you just let me know in the comments on those people that are watching on YouTube. If you just had a penny drop moment and go, oh yeah, I get it.
Then there are voices you can interact with, which you can have an exchange with, which can answer you. You want to add to that?
If they can answer you, that would be intelligent.
Right.
like some sort of mind that is still remaining behind.
Okay. Not all, but some can be quite nasty evil spirits. Not everybody is aware of ghosts. That's because some people have weaker barriers than others. Oh, gosh, you're being judgy, and are more likely to come across one. Other locals have reported seeing a ghost there. One said, when I was about 17 on my way home from work driving along a cold road, I saw a bright white figure on the side of the road, so I slowed down. It appeared to be a woman completely dressed in white, old-fashioned clothing. I couldn't take my eyes off as I drove past. I couldn't bring myself to turn around to have another look. I just drove home in complete shock. Another said, I've seen what looks like a tall figure with a long, dark cloak on outside the pub on the edge of the road. Checked back and no one was there.
Ooh.
Nick Ferrari, a host of radio station LBC.
Do you reckon that's his real name?
Probably.
We need to up our ante. We're only ghost grannies. He's Nick Ferrari.
Yeah, it's good. Last year said, Nick Ferrari, last year said, it seems like something out of Midsummer Murders, doesn't it? This particular woman is furious with her roots. That's what I reckon. I don't understand.
She's unhappy with it, right?
I don't understand.
So she's going to haunt for all eternity because she's unhappy with the roots.
I did a little bit of a look-see after that little piece of information to see what I could find out about this place. And it's apparently a kilometre-long earthwork, or a 0.62-mile earthwork that's been cut through by later tracks and a road. So it does look like a ditch when you look at it. It is badly eroded in places and is on the Heritage at Risk Register. Part of the earthwork is on land owned by the Forestry Commission. Now, Dead Woman's Ditch, and there are signs to this place, awesome, is sometimes associated with the murder of Jane Walford by her husband, John, in 1789 by the name, but the name predates the murder appearing on an earlier map. So something must have happened before 1789 for the place to get that name of Dead Woman's Ditch, which is really intriguing. So they're saying that, and I'm just going to hold my finger here because I'll need to go back to it. They're saying that this ghost is Jane Walford, but it could be whoever, and you were unfortunately right, I'm sorry, that there could have been a murder prior to this, and the ghost could be that unidentified person. Now, in 1988, the body of Shirley Banks was found 1 mile from the site, and John Cannon was found guilty of her murder. So this is one of those weird places, and we have these places around the world where it seems that murder or the depositing of dead bodies seems to happen in that same area all the time.
It's almost like a magnet for it.
Yes, it's almost like a magnet.
It'll be interesting to see what the ley lines say at that particular place. Is it void of ley lines, or is it a conglomeration? Is there a mineral deposit in the earth, like a lodestone that how that attracts the magnet? If there is something in the earth.
It's from the pictures that I've seen of it, it's quite a pretty place. There are trees on each side of the ditch that come up and over and sort of cast a bit of a shadow or shade. When the weather is good, it's quite green, but it is definitely this ditch that looks like it's been cut in through the land. It's very, very interesting.
Now, which county did you say it was in again?
This is in Somerset.
Is that near Sussex? Because we're heading off to England in 12 weeks.
Oh, we could.
That's what I mean.
Maybe we can find Dead Woman's Ditch
and
see what we can find.
Ghost and
Yes.
see if we can find her.
Absolutely.
Ask her, what's wrong? Why are you still hanging around here? Why are you swearing at people?
I'd be happy to.
I'd be happy to as well. So maybe the people that are watching on YouTube could let us know, is Somerset close to Sussex? Because we're not really up on the different counties within England.
Now, at this point in time, we would normally say to people, send in your messages on our phone line on our mobile, and we can answer you. Unfortunately, today we can't, but that's not going to
Well,
stop.
yes, we can.
Oh, we can?
Yep.
Oh, it's working?
Yep, it's just turned on.
Fabulous. So, take all of that back. If you have
I can't get on the chair again.
If you have a paranormal question tonight that you would like to ask us, because Anne has come back and she's full of information, as you can see, needlessly just coming out of her mouth.
I read a book
in the wrong direction.
While I was on the cruise, because we stayed in the cabin for so long trying to avoid people. I read a book.
Please,
I know
please,
everything.
message us on 0490848886. We are going to have Q&A in the next, after 15 minutes, after 8:30, 0490848886. Actually, you can leave us a message anytime.
A text.
And text message, and we will get back to it, and we will go through it live and answer it live on Spooky Sundays for you.
Now, before we go to this next song, I've just got to do a quick shout out to Toblerone TV. Hello, greetings from Iceland.
Oh my God!
I love to listen to your podcast.
What?
I know, right?
Toblerone TV from Iceland?
You've made our night.
Oh my God!
Let us know where you're all from, guys. Now, I've highlighted some of the questions that have been coming through on the YouTube feed and the Facebook feed. So we will answer those people who have asked those questions there. But right now, we've got to head off to a song. Renata, I like this. I approve. We're going to have a few sweet dreams.
Yes.
Oh, they're made of these.
Toblerone TV, we love you. We love everyone that's on there at the moment, but that just is crazy ass to think that we have someone from Iceland who has just come on and said hello. That's just awesome. Thank you very much.
And Valerie just said Somerset is west, Sussex is east, closer to London. All right, well, we'll see what we can do. We've got some news to tell you about where we're staying,
yes.
and we are so freaking excited about this.
This is amazing.
Make sure you jump onto the app, the Newcastle Live Radio. You can download it onto your phones, or you can listen live on the computer, apparently. You just type in Newcastle Live Radio, and you'll see where you can listen live on there.
Are we going to keep them on for another 15 minutes, or
what?
We're going to keep them on for another 15?
We'll keep you on for another 15. All right, you stay there with us for a bit.
Do you want to stay?
Do you want to stay on a bit longer and watch on here? Watch us live? Yeah? Let us know. Hello, Mr. Bobbitt. Please give us a resounding yes if you want us to stay on YouTube a little bit longer.
We had a fabulous 2 tours of the residence,
Which we can tell them about
this weekend.
It's one of our questions.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
All right. And we'll tell you what we actually experienced while we were there. It seems to be one of those amazing places that has so much activity that we haven't encountered that much.
Scott said, I like to watch. I think you get a few more layers of what's going on in studio when you can see our faces. There will be a move to doing this visually as well, apparently. We're just finding out more information about that now. But if you can help us out by having the app on and listening in the background, or just having it turned down while we're live on here, that will help us with our ratings, because if nobody's listening via the app or the website, then our ratings will be down for this show, and they'll go, oh, I've got to sack the Ghost Grannies. So just pop it on in the background and we'll stay on live as long as we can. Which means we have to behave ourselves in the breaks, Renata. Oh, it's my turn. Shoot.
Hence why I continually drink coffee, people. This woman here just freaks me out absolutely the whole time.
She's missed me.
Oh, my God.
I've worked very hard on my superstitions today. Other stories, not so much, but I'm ready for the superstition. Just saying again, I've been home for 3 days. We've done a lot in 3 days.
We have, and this week is packed. The only night we have free this week is tomorrow night. That's it, just saying. Every other night this week we are working. We're working.
Okay, sorry, I'm just. Oh, hi Nicholas. Found out about us from Isaac Butterfield, also from Newcastle. Work is super interesting. Keep it up, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank
we
you, Nicholas.
appreciate that because we are different to a lot of the YouTubers that are out there that are paranormal investigators, and
By about 30 years.
and about 30 kilos. But we keep it real. We're not ever going to fake anything. I've never faked a thing in my life, and I'm not going to start now. Everybody's looking for someone. All right.
Oh dear.
Scrolling. Well, you know, it's funny. I actually had a decaf before I came in. Decaf coffee is people who go to a brothel for a hug.
I agree.
Oh my God.
I agree.
You like my blouse? This was one I purchased from Shein, which everyone's going to now hate on me because I've bought something from Shein. But I needed to have a couple of pretty tops to wear to dinner because I didn't think it would be appropriate to turn up in my bikini. All right, what have we got? We've got a minute and a bit before we're back on. Now, we'll do our answering of the questions in about 15 minutes. Oh, was that us?
No.
No.
We are going to be doing a workshop very shortly. Anne doesn't know yet, but I'm telling her about heightening your intuition. So working with your intuitive skills.
Using it as a superpower. We
So
like
just letting you know that that will be coming very, very shortly. And again, it'll be on StreamYard, just like you're watching here. There will be a payment for it. It won't be a freebie, but it'll be cheap. And it'll be for probably about a 2-hour workshop, and it will be all about using and heightening your intuitive skills. So that is coming probably mid next month.
And we've got some other workshops coming up as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Here we go. Welcome back to Spooky Sundays. We were a little bit thrown by that. We haven't heard that little
No, that's a new one.
little sound clip before there. Thanks for that, Bonnie. That's very cute. But thank you very much to Thrive Broking, who is making this program happen. So if you're looking for some finance without all the scary, spooky stuff that goes with it, make sure you drop a line to the gorgeous Emma at Thrive Broking. You can reach her at thrivebroking.com.au. Make sure that you tell her that the Ghost Grannies from Spooky Sundays sent you. We still have to get Emma in the studio with us, but maybe not this week when I may have COVID, which I don't think I do. Oh, sorry, Makona. Makona. No, my husband is homesick, so a big shout out to my hubby. I've dodged it the last 2 times.
He's not listening. He'll be looking at something Elon Musk is doing, for goodness sake.
No, what's wrong with that? Elon Musk is
Look, if he was sponsoring the show, I'd be happy, but otherwise, let's just not mention his name.
Elon?
No. Got a couple of mil?
He does, actually. He's got a couple of bill.
You want to throw it our way instead of putting another rocket up in space?
Oh, no, he's doing good work there because he's recycling. He's recycling all those rockets.
I don't care. He can give us like a mil. We'll be right.
No, it's all right. All right, shall we get on to the ABC of superstitions?
Yes, please. Yes.
Because you're interrupting me, and
I'm
I'd
sorry.
never do that to you.
No, never. Not in a million years.
All right, so we've been covering the ABC of superstitions, and we've been working our way through the alphabet, and I do believe that Cousin Steve looked after the letter M and the letter N.
Very well, yes. It was all about nuts last week.
I'm sure it was.
It was.
Was it naughty nuts?
It was very good. It was very, very enlightening. I didn't know about nuts in that way. I do now.
All right. I feel
There's no pressure.
no pressure at all. I'm up to O. So I thought that I would go with owls because I love owls.
Woohoo.
Woohoo! And we have a beautiful owl at Maitland Jail that sometimes will appear.
Yes.
But owls are. What are you?
That's one that sits on the roof that I.
Oh,
never mind.
she's having a private moment, people. I'm not quite sure what is going on there, but she's having a private moment. Now, look, in the comments, in the text messages, send us through if you know any superstitions about owls. And it'll be interesting to see if you know any of the ones that I've come up with, because there's Oh, I'm so glad to be back in the studio. I'll just cough in her general direction and we'll be fine. All right, so the first thing that happens when you talk about owls, and you've got to think if we're going back into the medieval times, is that they are a night animal, a creature of the night.
Right.
So immediately there is superstition about them because they can see in the dark and they fly around and catch their prey. Now the Romans thought, the bloody Romans, they thought they were associated with death and disaster. Now, but in Greece, they respected the bird because of Athene. Athene. You know why?
You're Athena.
Athene. It's like oldie, Englishy.
Right.
She was the goddess of wisdom. And if the Greek soldiers saw an owl fly past them when they were heading off to war, that was a sign that they were going to have success in their battles. But that's about where the good stories end. That's about it. So we're going to go into Britain, Europe, where they think that the owl is unlucky. Still today, people hate hearing owls hooting at night.
Oh.
I don't mind it. Country people say that if it lives in the churches, they drink the lamp oil. There's a bit of a silence there as we're going, huh? Yeah, I don't get that. They nest in the ruins of buildings, not because of the shelter that these old buildings would provide or the lush ivy that's growing everywhere around that building to give them protection. They are nesting in there because the places are haunted or ill-omened. So they're attracted to them because they're creatures of the night. Can you see how far back this suspicion of darkness goes? And if people see black shadows or nighttime, that's when the creatures come out. It goes back a long, long way. Thanks for joining in on the conversation. You just keep imagining your owl on your roof. You're fine. Now, look, if you do happen to meet one of these owls during the daylight, it is unlucky. Now, if you're in Cheshire and a man looks into an owl's nest, he's going to be a miserable, sad bastard for the rest of his life, apparently.
Well, he shouldn't be looking there in the first place.
Where's he going to look into them?
There are certain places men should not look, and in an owl's nest is one of them.
Yep. Now, there is a solution. If you've looked into an owl's nest and you have some problems there, or that one of them is on your roof, you can throw some salt into the fire to negate the ill omen.
Of course you can.
Now, if you're a Shetland farmer, the poor Shetland farmers.
Oh, look, it's a bit windy up there.
If an owl brushes against their cattle, not the farmer, but the cows will then produce bloodied milk and die.
Okay. Move on.
I feel like I'm just talking to a void here. I hope the people that are listening are enjoying my information that I worked so hard on. Now, if you have an owl fly into your house, it is a death omen. Someone will die, particularly if they're entering down a chimney. In Sussex, where we're going for Beth's wedding, if an owl perches on the roof of a church, then someone in the parish is about to cark it. Oh. You think of the parish, there's going to be a lot of people in that parish. There'd be people dying fairly regularly, particularly in the age where they believe in this sort of stuff. So, yeah. Now, you can explain this one to me.
The poor owls had a bad rap back then. I had no idea that it was bad luck.
I know. I thought
that would be good luck.
The wise owl.
Yes.
So that's Athena. That's who we associate it with, but
Yeah.
obviously they're very suspicious people. Anyway, let's work this one out because I think this is something to do with Lord of the Rings. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
2 large white owls on a house roof is a warning to the warders of Arundel.
Okay.
I know. I've got look. Now that's spelled Wardous. The warders of Arundel, that someone in the family will die. What a death.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All there was.
Yeah. Now we're going to head over to Ireland. An owl entering in a house, if it flies into the house, must be killed immediately.
Oh, that's
to
terrible.
stop the bad luck. If it flies away, it will take the bad luck with them. And I found another thing down there saying that if the owl flies into the house and then flies out again, you've got to alert the authorities to get them to hunt down that owl and kill it.
Oh, that's awful.
To get rid of the bad luck.
Mm.
Oh, I thought it was pretty cool. Why is everything a death omen? Why do they think everything is a death?
Mm.
I've got a little bit more. I would like to continue on with
well,
that, but
let's go for a
she's
song.
indicating that I have to shut up.
Yeah, let's go for a song and we will be back with more owl.
Yeah, because
superstitions.
I've got a humdinger to finish it off with, you
Yeah.
see.
Oh, I want to hear it.
I'm sure you do not. All right, so apparently Renata has picked the songs tonight and she must have a bit of a yearning because she's looking for a foreigner because she wants to know what love is. How was that for a throw to a song? That was an awesome throw to a song.
Oh, very good.
I know, right?
Very good. Very good.
Thank you, Karen, for saying it's very interesting. If you hear an owl hoot 3 times, it's bad luck. Yes, I actually am going to cover that one. In an English culture, they're considered to be foolish. Thanks, Dave. Right.
All right, now we're going to have to let you go.
Yeah, because we need to cross over now to the phone. So if you've got something that you would like to text through to us, it's 0490848886. Thank you so much for watching and listening here. If you miss out and you want to watch it further down the track or listen further down the track, you can download this as a podcast, Spooky Sundays, and also check out our other podcasts, True Hauntings and Diary of a Ghost Hunter. Anyway, sign out for now. Bye. Be frightfully good. Stay spooky, and we'll see you on the dark side. Bye.